This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Get this. Adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/iHeart. Greenlight.com/iHeart.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The Fan.
We're dedicating this edition of Program Password to the late Wink Martindale.
Yes.
Did you see he died?
Yeah.
Long time.
All time.
He was one of the.
Yes.
There's a couple 4 or 5.
Yeah.
You got your Bob Barkers.
Yep.
And you got your Bob Barkers. Who else is it?
Gene Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn.
How about the guy from Newlywed?
The Newlywed Game.
Bob Eubanks.
Bob Eubanks.
Yep.
Well, and then Wheel of Fortune. Those two people.
Pat Sajak.
Yeah, Pat Sajak and what's her name?
Vanna
White.
Man and White.
And then Wink Martindale. Wink.
What a way to make a living, too.
Yeah.
Right? You tape like 4 shows a day.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 days a week, and then you're done.
And then
Isn't there a Wink Martindale football coach now?
There is. That absolutely is. And for a second, I
Detroit
thought he changed
Lions,
careers.
right? Was for a while.
Correct. Coach
Defensive coordinator or something
Yeah,
like
one
that?
of the, I don't think it was coordinator, but yeah, it was one of those.
Is that his real name?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he was named after Rip Van Winkle. Hey-o! Okay, we better start Program Password. The material's getting weak.
We need.
Not getting weak. It's been weak forever. I get it. I understand. Yeah.
First, I'm going to say give a one-of-a-kind gift this Mother's Day with a spa experience at Woodhouse Spa.
Do that.
Check out our contest page for your chance to win a $100 gift card. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest to enter.
Lucky.
Right now, it's 41-9. Lil B and Phunn lead Common and Pat Micheletti. As always, you can watch the second half of Program Password at KFAN.com/watch. Are we ready to play?
You know what the most dangerous lead is? In 41-9.
41-9.
Dangerous
32-point lead.
But I would take that chance.
All right, Lil B and Micheletti, take a look at the iPad, please. The password is flame. Pat, I know you became as good as you were in hockey because you never quit. You never gave up, and you're not going to give up now. You have the option.
He doesn't have the look of it's a layup, though.
This isn't one of those backdoor tap-ins you used to use at Minnesota.
Well,
you've got the option here, Pat. You will for a while. What do you want to do here?
I'm going to go first.
We need this.
All right, Micheletti and Common.
This is big.
For 10.
Calgary.
Flames. Flame. We needed that really bad.
Wow.
Second half layup.
I just on a whim.
Just a gimme.
And I thought I'd throw him off, too, because of Calgary.
Well, here's what I say. You would have killed me if I said Stampeder.
Actually, good point. I would have used it if it was Stampede.
You were too excited, so I knew it had to be
I'm
the
a big
hockey
CFL
version.
guy.
Yeah.
All right, 41-19, 22-point lead for Lil B and Phunn, Common and Phunn. Take a look at the iPad. The password is curl. Flip that upside down there, Fun. Thank you. Common. You and your teammate, Pat Micheletti, are down 22. You got a chance to make it a 12-point game here. The option's yours. You want to go first or second?
The stare down.
You're not giving me anything at all.
I have no poker face.
Yeah. No, you do have a poker face.
Really?
'Cause I can't tell.
Really?
You got a Matt Damon face is what you have.
What do you think of them apples?
I'm going to go second.
Second?
All right. Fun and Lil B for 10.
Twist.
Shout.
That's not.
Took a shot.
Common and Micheletti for 9.
Hair. Braid.
Fun and Lil B for 8.
Perm.
Bun. Perm.
Micheletti and Common for 7.
Iron.
Curl.
Yes.
Damn it.
I didn't know if iron would throw.
That was a hard one. That was tough.
I thought perm was a good clue there, Fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. 41-26. 15-point deficit all of a sudden. Lil B and Micheletti. Take a look at the iPad.
Still a lot of points.
A lot of game to play.
The password is collect. Hey, Pat, you can make this a one-possession game all of a sudden. You're down 15 points. The option's yours. What do you want to do, first or second?
I'll pass. I'll go second.
All right, Lil B and Fun for 10.
Gather.
Group.
Micheletti and Common for 9. Five seconds.
Catch.
Collect.
Wow.
Better than that.
That's impressive.
I had it.
How come you couldn't get it on Gather?
I had it.
As
soon as
I
That was
was
hard.
done guessing, I thought of it.
As soon as you said gather, I knew it was collect. I knew you were searching for something.
Yeah.
But I knew it right there.
And that didn't help you at all.
No,
Zero.
well, no. Catch, same as collecting. No.
That's a 26-0 run here to start the second half for Common and Micheletti. All of a sudden, it's
Let's go,
41 to 35. Common and Fun. iPad, please. The password is crush. Common, all of a sudden, you guys got a shot for your first lead of the game. You're down 6, and you've got the option. Would you like to go first or second?
Go first.
All right, to take the lead, Common and Micheletti for 10.
Smash.
Hammer.
Fun and Lil B for 9.
Orange.
Crush.
So I was going to say orange as my first clue, but I didn't know if you'd say crush with orange.
Yeah,
orange.
I would have been all over that.
Would you really?
Yep.
Because if you
You
didn't, I was going to say grape.
Yeah.
And then it was over.
That was a bad
Clue I gave.
bad clue.
Wow.
Because I thought
I had to get him back.
Because I thought if I
You
said
should have went second.
Got him right where we want
because I
him.
thought if I said orange, you would just go fruit or color. You know,
Apple.
Is that how he talks?
Well, no, but I thought hell yeah, that's what I hear.
How are you guys supposed to work together on this if you're going to treat each other like that?
Lil
Should
B,
have said
Team unity over here.
Lil B and Fun have stopped the bleeding. It's now 50 to 35. They lead. Lil B and Micheletti. iPad, please. The password is blank. Micheletti, options back on you because you're down 15 points. Would you like to go first or second?
First.
All right, Micheletti and Common for 10.
Empty.
net. I was thinking hot.
I like that, yeah.
Sorry.
Lil B and Fun for 9.
Space.
Void.
Ooh, that was good.
Micheletti and Common for 8.
Stare.
Vacant. No, I thought for sure vacant. Stare.
Lil B and Phunn for 7.
Check.
Blank.
That was a hard word. Tenna, where are you getting these words
tough.
today? Whew. These are tough.
You guys are doing great, though.
Thank you.
2 in a row for you two. It's now 57-35. Lil B and Phunn, you're 23 points away from a win. Common and Phunn. Take a look at the iPad. The password is limit. All right, Common, you're down 22. Sorry about that. Common, you're down 22 points. The option is on you. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, Common Micheletti for 10.
Speed.
Bump.
Phunn and Lil B for 9.
Spending.
Cash.
Common and Micheletti for 8.
Outer. Two boomer, sorry.
Phunn and Lil B for 7.
Speed.
Racer.
Common and Micheletti for 6.
Maximum.
Phunn and Lil B for 5.
Speed.
Limit. Third time you say speed. I really catch on.
What's yours?
You don't know the show Outer Limits? One of the greatest television shows of all time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
All right, 62-35. Lil B and Phunn, you're 18 points away from a win.
Don't give up.
Not a chance.
Lil B and Micheletti, take a look at the
Let's
iPad.
do it for Wink.
Yes.
1 for Wink.
The password is barrel. I think it's misspelled wrong. I think I misspelled it wrong, but you guys should know the word anyway.
Yep.
Lil B and... No, Micheletti, you're down 27 points. You've got the option. You want to go first or second?
I have to go first.
We don't have to.
Yeah, we have to. We need volume.
Yeah, but if it's a 2-clue word.
Well, maybe.
Usually we have to is the sign that you're about to lose the game.
Must.
Micheletti and Common for 10.
Crate.
Package.
Lil B and Phunn for 9.
Cylinder.
Barrel.
Yes. How did you get that?
My wife shops at Crate and Barrel. She was just there at Galleria this week.
Now we're in trouble.
Great spot.
So to begin the second half, Common and Micheletti started on a 26-0 run. Lil B and Phunn have now responded with a 30-0 run.
In an analogy,
It's my fault, I know.
No, in an analogy you would understand, we need to pull the goalie. We're in trouble.
Yeah, long time ago.
71-35, Lil B and Phunn with the lead. So Lil B and Phunn, if you get 9 or more points, you are victorious.
Our 80th win, right?
Yeah.
This is historic.
Let's
Or
go.
90th win,
Or
yeah.
this is McElroy-like.
Common and Phunn. Take a look at the
Pressure.
iPad.
Oh, boy.
The password is itch. All right, time for a big comeback here, Common. You guys are down 36 points, but the option is yours. Do you want to go first or second?
Well, we got to go first.
Well, that's a sign we're going to lose. I mean,
No, here we go.
Common and
We'll go
Micheletti
first.
for 10.
Scratch.
claw.
Phunn and Lil B for 9 and the win.
Tickle.
Itch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew it was it. I know.
Well, if you did, why didn't you say it?
I knew it after I.
We need to change lines. We're going to put you on the fourth line.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you're a healthy scratch up at the press box.
Not a good day today.
You know, I'm just kidding. That was
No,
we win as a team, we
I'm gonna
lose as
hold
a
it
team, and
against
we
you.
lose more than we win. So we're
We're 1-1.
Micheletti's first loss.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pat's
And Lil
never
B has
lost.
joined the 90-win club.
90!
Congratulations.
Nice.
Wow.
10 away from 100.
Think about it.
It's sort of like McElroy finally winning that green jacket.
Yeah.
Finally got over that because you've been waiting for 3 years.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll heave cry like he
People
did.
watching online or weeping at home.
Yes.
It took you, 4 or 5 times? Sorry, you lost 4 in a row, right?
That's enough.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Fun, I take it back. You're a good player.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
Appreciate it. So are you.
Before we go, we got a couple of tap dances to do. Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How do you think the Wild will fare against the Golden Knights? Most people seem to think that the Wild are in big trouble.
I think it's going to be a difficult series.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have rather had them play the Winnipeg Jets, to be quite honest with you.
Well, you got to play them all.
Got to play them all, but I think the first round matchup against Winnipeg would have been better than the matchup they have against Vegas.
Kaprizov came out from his first game, scored 2 goals from the injury. X scored 4, and then I got all giddy.
Yeah.
I thought,
Didn't we all?
No, all they needed was rest. There was no rust, and then it hasn't been quite as. Do you think they? Where is it that difficult when you're out that long? I think maybe they did that on adrenaline and just excitement, right? That they were so happy to be back in there. But now, okay, well, that's great. But now we got more games. How hard is it for them to get back up to?
I think it's easier for the elite player, like for them, an Eichel, for us, a Kaprizov,
Right.
and an Ek. I think just the better players, because they're better and elite, it doesn't take as long. So that bodes well for Minnesota. And the young kid, I think he could be Boyum. Yep. I think he's going to add something to them also, especially on the power play and offensively. And, they have a hard time getting to 3, and he will help them get to 3. And, they defend well and get the good goaltending, blah, blah, blah. Same old story.
No more Parise and Suter contracts. What do you think they'll do this offseason?
I think
now they got a lot of loot, right?
No, I don't know how much they'll have, but I know they've targeted one person in particular. I don't know who that person is, but I do know that they have targeted.
I have suspicions.
You probably
Is that
do.
right?
Ovi?
No, not quite that high.
I'm just kidding.
And I think that is what they're
He's one of us, I'll say that.
looking for.
Well, that could be about like 900 guys because we're all over the NHL.
Looked really great in a Canucks sweater.
I think it's going to be a different one.
I don't know.
It'll be a different
who
one,
it is.
same name.
I know that they would like to get one guy in particular. And so, who knows?
Who knows?
It's hard, to grind in this playoffs. It's ridiculous.
They got to worry about re-signing Kaprizov before any of that.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
None of that matters
And
if you don't re-sign him.
Tennessee, I think, has said, I'm going to put words in like I always do. A lot of it might, for Kaprizov, I know that the Wild has said, we're going to pay him more than anybody else can.
Correct.
But then if he doesn't feel like, I just don't know if we're ever going to really win here. I don't like where we're headed. He might want to win and leave. Do you share that? Is that a possibility, do you think? Or do you think he's in if they give him the big, big money?
Well, there's one team that I would be afraid of him wanting to go to, and that's the New York Rangers. He's best friends with Igor Shesterkin.
Okay.
The Rangers are going to make wholesale changes.
You got Panarin there, too.
And Panarin. But him and Shesterkin are really tight. And so that would be the one team that would scare me.
Well,
but
the plot will thicken soon.
But you know what?
Has your brother got any info on that?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
And I don't ask him. But it all depends on what team has enough room in the salary cap too.
Right.
So, and it's going up.
Well, the cap's going to go up for once.
Cap's going to go up. Yeah, not a lot, but Minnesota has enough to pay him.
You'll watch the game on DVR?
I will.
Yeah, good for you.
Yep, I will.
Proud of you.
I will. I might listen to it a little bit.
As you doze off. Yeah.
On the radio, right?
Yes,
It's on this radio
listening
station.
to it on the radio.
Right.
Yep. Well, you grew up growing up as a kid.
I always listen to Fallness when I want to go to fall asleep, so that works.
That's
right.
not nice.
My dad loved hockey.
That is, I'm not going to say anything.
My dad
I have
loved-
to see him Saturday.
My dad loved hockey when I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
Snuggle up in bed, he'd have Al Shaver on the
Absolutely.
Stars every single night.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All winter long.
Yep, you are correct. Thanks for coming in, Mr.
Thank
Galletti.
you. Sorry for letting you down.
Lil B, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Funn's going to hang for
I'm going to stick
Congratulations.
around for a while.
Yeah, so we're going to break, come back. We're going to do some catching up with Mr. Fun. We'll do that next year on the Common Man program on the Fan.
The Fan and BigDeck.com wants to give you a shot to win bonus bucks with our national cash contest. Just enter the keyword bills at KFAN.com now for a shot at winning. That keyword is bills. Enter now at KFAN.com.
Thumbtack presents the ins and outs of caring for your home. Out. Indecision. Overthinking. Second-guessing every choice you make. In. Plans and guides that make it easy to get home projects done. Out. Beige on beige on beige. In. Knowing what to do, when to do it, and who to hire. Start caring for your home with confidence. Download Thumbtack today.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, everybody. So when you get asked, what is Odoo, what comes to mind? Well, I'll tell you. Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a suite of business management software that some people say is like fertilizer because of the way it promotes growth. But, some people also say that Odoo is like a magic beanstalk because it grows with your company and is also magically affordable.
Oh, but then again, you could look at Odoo in terms of how its individual software programs are a lot like building blocks. Whatever your business needs, manufacturing, accounting, HR programs, you can build a custom software suite that's perfect for your company. So what is Odoo? Well, Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a fertilizer, magic beanstalk, building blocks for business. Yeah, that's it.
Which means that Odoo is exactly what every business needs. Learn more and sign up now at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
A pair of Dark Star memorials for you. Number 1 reads, Hi, Common. My father, Tim Schwartz, died early Thursday morning, surrounded by his family. Born and raised in Minnesota, he played both football and baseball at Gustavus, where he was inducted as a member of the Hall of Fame. He loved being a dad. Always coaching his son's sports teams or watching us play were some of his favorite activities. He taught my brothers and I that hard work, dedication, and a little don't take things too seriously attitude can do for one's life. He was a great role model to everyone. He was a big fan of the Grum, unfortunately or unfortunately, depending upon how you look at it, passed that along to me. His favorite sounder was the Delicious Sounder, and he wants me to play it, so we did. He partially loved it when you played it after a Packers loss. He particularly loved it when you played it after a Packers loss. He would compare Packer fans to drunk uncles most people have. A bit annoying at times, but mostly harmless. Lastly, he agreed with you so much on the Twins that he refused to pay for a Twins ticket for the past 5 years. My dad will be dearly missed by not only his family, but by the whole community. Hopefully Dark likes old fashions because my dad will make him a mean one. Thanks for having this segment, Common. Keep up keep up the work, me boy. Signed, Charlie. And then there's this one. Wondering if you could have Dark look out for a little old man cat, Bubby, who had to pass to the other side earlier today. He was a 19-year-old we adopted 4 years ago as a senior cat who probably got looked over a lot as the old guy up for adoption. But he put up a fight with his kidney disease. Always looked for a lap immediately after you sat down. Loved curling up in front of the fireplace when there was a fire a-burning, and never met a beam of sunshine he couldn't relax in. We'll miss the little guy who weighed under 5 pounds when he passed, but he filled us with so much love in our home. If you can have Dark show Bubby the way to his dog brother, Hawk, who passed back in November, would mean a lot. Thanks, Comet. Keep up the Well, at least you're having fun, and the audience is having fun, too. Thanks, Bob and Ashley in Minneapolis. And there are your Dark Star memorials. Mr. Phunn is here. Charlie said he hopes Dark likes old fashions because his dad, Tim Schwartz, who just passed away, makes a mean one. How many of those did you serve up when you were working at the old Moose? Wasn't it the Moose?
At Bullwinkle's?
Bullwinkle's.
No, we didn't serve those. I mean, I love a good old fashioned.
Yeah.
And I love the testimonies. Sounds like a good man and a nice kitty, right?
Yeah.
And Dark, I worked with Dark at the track for 5 summers, and I love the memories, telling stories of that. The legendary, the all-timer. I mean, never a better, bigger scoundrel, great person than Dark Star.
I have somebody sent them to me in the mail. I don't know where they got it. Maybe they pilfered them, but I think they probably got them from his estate sale. Sent me 2 golf clubs, a pitching wedge and a 5-iron. Of course, the 5-iron, Dark used to say, we have the soundbite where he goes, do you have that one in there, Tenenby, about the what Dark calls my pitching, or your 5-iron? It's a really good
5-iron might as well be a pitchfork.
And somebody sent me a Dark Star 5-iron and a pitching wedge. And the reason I know they're Dark Stars because he had his logo on it.
Did he
it
really?
Said Dark Star on it. And then it had a picture of a horseshoe and then like a horse's head or something like that. I gave the pitching wedge to Meat Sauce because Meat Sauce is, Dark kind of took him under his wing.
Very close, yeah.
Then I kept the 5-iron because of the soundbite.
Sure.
I got to have it. And I remember the other day, this is the second time I've had to tell Sauce this because we've talked about it twice. He goes, yeah, I'm going to have that re-gripped and use it. And I go, don't re-grip it. His fingers touch that. You don't re-grip that. He goes, oh, yeah, you're right. You don't re-grip it. You leave it like it is.
You put that like under a light somewhere in a trophy case in your house, right? With maybe a plaque that talks about the significance of it.
What is it like serving slinging drinks at Bullwinkle's?
It's been a long time. It's been a long, long time since I did that. I still have dreams sometimes that I'm behind the bar. There's a lot less of me. I'm a lot younger. I'm not in bed by 9 o'clock.
I tried bartending once. I was working at a radio station in Wyoming at KMER, Kemmer. In the Tri-Cities of Kemmer, Diamondville, and Frontier.
Yeah.
And Scotty, and I can't remember his wife's name, but Scotty was, how he ended up in Hawaii, he was, you're going to think I'm making this up, his name was Scotty, and he was from Scotland, so he had that Scottish lilt to his voice, right? And so he owned this bar called the Frontier Bar in Frontier. Creative, I guess.
Makes a ton of sense.
So he and his wife, they had the idea that maybe if we have the radio guy slinging drinks, maybe more people might show up.
See?
Right? So, and of course, if you think radio pays bad now, when you're in a small town like that, there's no money at all. So like, I could use the extra loot. I was a terrible bartender. I could pour a beer in the tap and hand it to your bartender, and all of a sudden they go, daiquiri.
Yeah, no chance. Blender's broken. That's what we used to say. We'd say the blender was broken.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's daiquiri. Then all of a sudden it's Molotov cocktail. No. What's the one with the salt or margarita?
Margaritas.
I couldn't make the mixed drinks at all. And finally, it was a great coincidence because about the time I was thinking of quitting, they arrived at the same conclusion. It was time to let me go. And I actually couldn't have been happier.
Yeah.
Because even though I liked the money, that's hard work.
It's hard.
Because you're on your feet. I'm not used to being, especially now. You're on your feet, and when that place would be busy on a Friday night, I mean, it's just constant orders coming in. You're just moving. That's why tip your bartenders and your waitresses heavily because that's hard work, man.
My first radio gig, paid professional radio gig, was WGLR in Lancaster, Wisconsin.
WGLR, Lancaster's greatest hits.
We cover the country.
You cover the country? You did.
And I was being paid, I think, $12,000 a year.
That would have been
to do that
from what I was getting paid.
So I would get up on Monday morning at like 4 o'clock and drive from Minneapolis down to Lancaster. And I had a studio apartment down there. And I'd stay down there during the week. And then Friday when my show was done at noon, I did like 9 to noon. I'd get in the car and drive up here and I'd bartend on Friday and Saturday nights at Bullwinkle's to make money just to pay for life.
Yeah.
Because at $12,000 a year and you didn't get paid for cutting commercials, you didn't get paid for appearances. I mean, maybe $50 or a case of beer or something like that.
I never knew what an endorsement was until I started working here. Well, the first job I ever had, I quit high school for. I worked at Norcon Manufacturing in Forest Lake. $2. I've recanted this tale many times on the air. $2.10 an hour.
Think about that.
So every day I was making $16.80.
Oh man,
$16.80.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yep.
And you worked in Cambridge, right?
I worked at Cambridge.
Yeah.
I worked at the Cambridge radio station twice. Worked at the Forest Lake station twice, and worked at the Kemmer, Wyoming station twice. They always had me back. Second time was always better than the first.
I probably listened to you. I grew up in Cambridge, so I probably listened to you. What year? I graduated from high school in 1985.
No, because I didn't. No, maybe I worked there in 1982.
I probably listened. You probably called like a baseball game or something like that.
No, I wasn't doing play-by-play. That was Don Frederick.
Yeah.
Don't you remember Don?
Yeah.
You remember Donnie Frederick?
Yeah.
Donnie did all the games. No, I was spinning hot stacks of wax from the top of the racks is what I was doing.
KABG, the Cabbage Patch.
Well, that was the first time I worked there. The second time I worked there was KXLV. Now, that frequency is now Love 105. Right. They have 105 point like
the three-headed monster.
Yeah, and one of them was the old Cambridge frequency.
How many radio stations have you worked at?
Are you talking about because there's 3 of them I worked twice.
Okay.
Does that count?
Sure.
If I was working at an AM/FM combo, does that count? As 2 or just 1?
That counts as 2. Because I have that too. I did that in St. Cloud.
Then see yeah, but on the combos I barely worked on 2 of the stations that had combos I didn't work at. I don't think I ever did anything but a liner. So let's say I was actually on air work. It would have been Kemmer, 2 in Ottumwa, KLEE was one of them. Then Forest Lake, Cambridge, Kemmer, KHUN in Huntsville, then back to Kemmer, back to Cambridge, back to Forest Lake, the Fan, that's 11. And I worked one day at KANO in Oka.
One day?
Well, I got it as a part-time job, worked my very first shift on the 4th of July, and then I was scheduled, to work the next weekend. But then I got an offer from the Forest Lake radio station the second time around, so I only worked at KNO 1. So I did work there for 1. It was a hell of a show.
Out of all those stops, was the highlight of your career when you and I sat in the room together during the Savvy Afternoon Gabathon? For 2 years, I think we did.
Well, I don't know, because there were so many producers I worked with in that room. I probably said to you the same thing I said to every other producer that would walk in the door. I go, I'll give you 6 months.
It took you about 3 to almost get me fired.
Yeah, I'll give you 6 months, because usually after 6 months, you were burned out by Shad and Barrero and their demands. And then, if you remember this is my favorite thing, because it's the old, if you don't pay attention, and I get it, they want the producer to pay attention. Yeah. So when I would be with the producer, I'd start talking like this.
Yes,
what are you doing?
would.
And I'm going, I'm doing the ventriloquist thing, because if they see me talking to you, I'm going to get in trouble. Why am I like that?
Yeah, I'd have to duck behind the window so they wouldn't see me laughing at you.
Those are the days, my friend. Let's take a break, come back. I want to talk a little bit about your new job, this Frost thing, and then maybe talk some other. You're a big Wild guy too, right?
We got to do the Wolves talkbacks too.
Oh, should we do that right away?
We got to pick a winner when we get back.
We got to pick a winner because we're giving away tickets to. Is it a Timberwolves tilt, right?
Yeah.
Playoffs. We're giving away a pair of tickets to the Timberwolves, and we're doing it for the best talkback of the day. So we're going to listen to some, and
we're still going to finish with the montage as well.
Yeah, you don't have much time. I'm just going to let you go.
So you got plenty of time.
All right, we'll take a break. Come back with more after this.
Thumbtack presents the ins and outs of caring for your home. Out. Uncertainty. Self-doubt. Stressing about not knowing where to start. In. Plans and guides that make it easy to get home projects done. Out. Word art. Sorry, live, laugh, lovers. In. Knowing what to do, when to do it, and who to hire. Start caring for your home with confidence. Download Thumbtack today.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
Hey, everybody. So when you get asked, what is Odoo, what comes to mind? Well, I'll tell you. Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a suite of business management software that some people say is like fertilizer because of the way it promotes growth. But, some people also say that Odoo is like a magic beanstalk because it grows with your company and is also magically affordable.
Oh, but then again, you could look at Odoo in terms of how its individual software programs are a lot like building blocks. Whatever your business needs, manufacturing, accounting, HR programs, you can build a custom software suite that's perfect for your company. So what does O do? Well, Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a fertilizer, magic beanstalk, building blocks for business. Yeah, that's it.
Which means that Odoo is exactly what every business needs. Learn more and sign up now at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Crawford, and I'm the founder of Meaningful Beauty. When Dr. Sabah and I decided to do a skincare line together, he said to me, we are going to give women meaningful beauty. And I said, that's exactly right. We want to give women meaningful beauty, which means each and every product is meaningful. It has a reason to exist. It's efficacious. You're going to get results. And then you just go out and live your life.
Meaningful Beauty. Confidence is beautiful. Learn more at meaningfulbeauty.com.
Tech.
Treasure Island is your ticket to the playoffs. Head to the island this Tuesday for the official Minnesota Timberwolves and Minnesota Wild Game 2 watch parties. You can win a trip to see the Wolves play the Lakers in Los Angeles or the Wild play the Golden Knights in Las Vegas. Learn more at TICasino.com.
Wolves versus the Lakers. First game is tomorrow night in Los Angeles, so is Game 2. Game 3 back here in Minneapolis, and is it the Game 3 or Game 4 that we have tickets for the winner of our contest, which is our talkback contest.
Game 3 tickets.
Game 3 tickets. So I think basically the gist of it is, why do you think the Wolves are going to win? And we sent talkbacks, and we've received hundreds of them. And Tennessee has culled through some of them. You want to play a few or just the winner?
I'll play a couple for you. Well, I was going to let you choose the winner.
Oh.
So
we'll let our guest, Mr. Phunn, choose
Really?
the winner. Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility.
I know. I don't want it because I don't.
I got 5 of them. We'll play quickly here.
Hey, Gamin. Hey, Tenna. This is Max from Egan. The key to the Wolves winning is simple. Don't let Luka have the ball. Right, Gamin? All right. That's all we got to do. Keep the ball out of Luka's hands. Keep the ball out of LeBron's hands. Keep the ball out of Austin Reeves' hands. And we'll just be fine. If they don't score, it'll be an easy win. That's all I got to say. Let's go, Wolves! Let's go, Wolves!
Deny him the ball.
Yeah, straightforward. Pretty straightforward.
I like it, actually. That's part of my strategy. Number 2.
We got Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley, Gobert. Let's play!
That's other people that just do the bits.
So good.
Wow.
He ran out of time, I think.
Yeah, he might still be doing it right now. He still might be howling.
Hey, Tenna, it's Dave and Brainerd, just an earshot away from Camp Richard. I think the Timberwolves take the esoteric approach and use the triangle defense to stop their three-headed monster of Luka, LeBron, and Reeves. How?
It's pretty good. He got Camp Richard.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Another good howl.
I like the triangle defense,
Yeah,
too. I never thought about that.
No.
I got 2 more.
Casey from Fargo. I'm having a hard time wondering why the Lakers are so favored in this matchup. The Wolves have been the hotter team in the last 20 games. They have no way to protect the rim. Rudy's going to be dunking all over them. They have LeBron James, but we have Jaden McDaniels. We also have the better Luka of the matchup. And I just got 2 last words for you. Nas Reed. Oh!
You sound like a wolf with laryngitis. But
last one.
Hello, Common Boy and Tenna Man. I believe the Timberwolves will beat the Lakers simply by preparing just as hard as Mr. the Common Man does for his show each and every day. And frankly, I think even that might be a little too much preparation. Flop James will be sweating tears by the end of the first half. Ant, Rudy, Jaden, Julius, let's go.
Those are all good.
Those are really good.
We don't have 5 pairs of tickets, do we?
No.
You have to pick one?
Got to pick one of those.
What do you think?
I don't know. I like everyone fit in a common man bid, I think, except save one. I don't know. Maybe one did.
I kind of like the second guy with the prolonged howl. That might still be happening.
I kind of like the triangle defense.
I kind of like the triangle defense as well.
Yeah.
Why don't you go with the triangle defense?
Let's go with triangle defense.
And he was the Camp Richard guy as well.
Yeah, he was Camp Richard.
Yeah, there you go.
So Dave and Brainerd, congratulations.
Dave and Brainerd's coming
north of that Anoka County line.
Oh, your troubles are behind you.
Oh, your troubles are behind you.
How did you get so lucky to get hooked up with they've had one season and they're world champions.
And I was there for it.
You were there. And
I was there.
How did you get that gig?
I was on the ice. Long story short, our director of business, Glenn Andreessen, is a friend of mine. Used to run Minnesota Hockey, the youth hockey body that oversees in Minnesota Hockey. And we got to be friends and happened to be a real estate client too. And called me in December 2023, said, this league's starting. I need a PR guy. What are you doing? And I said, can I travel? And he said, absolutely. Because we're empty nesters now. Kids are gone. They're off at college. And wife doesn't want me around 24/7. And
I can hardly blame her.
I jumped in. I love hockey. I've been involved in youth hockey. Like, I've been involved at just about every level for the last 20-some years. Girls hockey, tons of involvement at the district level, doing high-performance stuff and things like that. And it was just a natural fit for me, and I jumped in. And, I mean, last year was just magical, crazy, and this year's a lot of the same. Tons of travel, bus rides in the middle of blizzards, trapped in a hotel in Ottawa during a blizzard. I mean, there's crazy stuff. Every time we hit the road, something weird happens. But it's great. It's a great, great group of people. As a PR guy, I could not ask for anything more with the players. Every single player is accommodating, gets it, good people. They just make my job really easy.
Right, because it's a new league. It's growing. If you want it to grow and last, you got to be accommodating.
They do, but it's not forced. Like they're genuinely like, and I don't know what the players are like on other teams. I just know the group that I get to work with every day it's fantastic. It's a great, fun game to watch in person. I mean, it moves. It's faster than you would think it would be when you see it in person. And these are some of the best female athletes in the world. It's for me, every day is fun being a part of it. I love it.
The only championship I ever had, assistant coach on my nephew's Little League team in Coon Rapids. We won a division title. I got a Coon Rapids Little League division title. You have a world championship.
Yeah. The first try in Boston.
Tennessee, any championships? And did we talk about this the other day? Do you have any championships?
Yeah, I told you I won a state tournament in baseball when I was 12.
Oh, you did?
I won a state baseball tournament. I would rank that against my Little League one. So I'm right there. This list.
I won a minors softball championship as a coach in St. Paul one year. And that was a pretty big moment for me, too.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
I was the commissioner of the Mid-American Football League. Went to the
You were the MAFL.
Yeah, and then I went to the championship game and left at halftime. Think about it.
Did you have a tea time?
No, I just
take it anymore?
I just don't want to watch football. I can't believe I'm here.
The checks cleared?
And that was, I didn't get paid. I mean, Terry Sullivan was smart. He was thinking, who's got a big enough ego that if I make them the commissioner, he'll give me a lot of PR. I guess that would be me. And that's what I did. Because, then I milked it. I still have, in my little trophy thing, I have 4 things. I have my blue ribbon, first place, 6th grade Adams School track and field day sack race. Okay, I got a blue ribbon for that. I won the sack race.
Yeah.
Then I have the 2 Little League trophies. And then, I take one back. I have another one. A buddy of mine, when I was in Kemmer, I was in a play, Prisoner of 2nd Avenue, and he had a replica of the Oscar Award. It was typed on a piece of paper and taped to the front for a truly brilliant performance, Prisoner of 2nd Avenue. So I have that. It wasn't a real award, but it looks like it. And then I've got a replica, a smaller version, of the Mid-American Football League Commissioner's Cup with my name on the autograph underneath.
Do you regularly clean them? Do you go to them and kind of spit and polish to make sure they gleam?
I dust them. I have them sitting up above the fireplace.
Yeah.
The man grotto. Oh God, I'm proud of him. Yeah.
We recently
collectibles.
We moved my mother out of her house into a senior facility, and I thought as we went through her things, I might find a stash of my trophies from days gone by, and just never came across them. Couldn't find anything. Yeah. Nothing there.
Well, I've been going through baby brother Peter's, the
kid stuff.
Travel ones.
Well, the basketball stuff.
And I finally told him, I said, we ain't keeping anything but first place ones. We don't have enough room.
Yeah.
Which means we don't have any trophies because we never finished first. No, we got a couple of first place ones, but the second place ones, they're gone. I have one of my favorite pictures that I have on my phone still. Is his team won some kind of consolation championship, and it's in the trash can at home, and you can see it sitting there. We just throw it away.
You just chucked him, right?
Well, that's what when I was out in Forest Lake, or out in Kemmer, Wyoming, we had a really good softball team in town, Sudsco. They were the Budweiser distributor, so Company Sudsco.
Yeah.
And they would play in out-of-town tournaments, and all the other, out in Rock Springs and Green River and Evanston, all that, they hated Sudsco because we were cocky. Well, I say we. They would bring me along as you could bring 2 guys from your non-roster. It wasn't because I was any good. I was like, the class clown.
You were the entertainment for them, keep things loose on the bench, things like that.
And I also, because I worked at the radio station and Budweiser advertised, we had a cassette with all the dun 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 dun, dun, and we would play that in the boombox as we warmed up, blasting.
So the other team would have to hear it.
Yeah, they're just thinking, who are these guys? Now, we didn't always win, but, we won a tournament or two. But one year we got the consolation trophy, and I think it was the sportsmanship thing, right? So the big 50-gallon barrel for trash behind it, we just stuffed it in there and got in our cars and
just drove away. Somebody found it. You never got invited back again.
We don't want no stinking sportsmanship trophy, but we thought we were funny.
I coached a C-Pee-wee team. I coached my kids' hockey teams all the way through, right? The C-Pee-wee team my son was on, we won 5 tournaments that year. We won the Cowtown Classic in South St. Paul.
That's big, too.
Yeah.
The Cowtown Classic.
The trophy was a bull, and it was borderline anatomically correct. And the boys in the locker room broke off the part. As soon as they got in the locker room, they broke it off. They started messing around with it and broke it right off.
Funny,
they thought it was the greatest thing they'd ever seen to get that trophy.
Hopefully it wasn't a traveling trophy.
No, it wasn't. We got to take that, but we didn't bring it back. I don't know where it ended up. I gave it to the kids. I don't need that.
The
Cowtown Classic. It was huge. Down at Doug Woog Arena. 5 tournaments we won that year.
What's even bigger, though?
Mankato, Red Wing, Cowtown Classic, Duluth, and there was one in the Metro that we won too, and I can't remember what it was.
So, yeah, those 5 tournaments you won.
Yeah, all coaching.
All coaching.
Yeah.
Win a world championship with
the Frost.
With the Frost. But it ain't nothing like being Rum River All-Conference Golf.
All-Conference Golf, right? 3 years.
3 years. 3 years All-Conference
Rum
Golf.
River All-Conference Golf.
Now, if you watch him play now, you would think he's making that up.
Yeah.
You would say, well, there's no way.
No chance.
No, because your swing really resembles someone thrashing hay.
It does. And we need to get out. The guys at the Nash say hi. We weren't able to get out this week.
Shimpy?
But I said I'd give them a plug. Yeah, Shimpy and the gang there. Yeah. Rob and everybody over there. Tom Song and all the crew. Well, you know what they
did? They brought in... why am I forgetting the architect's name? This is really bad.
Oh, to redesign the course out there?
Redesign the course. And I apologize because I've talked to him on the phone many times, had him on the air before. He did, he was the architect for the Meadows at Mystic Lake.
Okay.
He also did Legends Golf Course. I'll think of his name here in a second. But anyway, they did the redesign out at National. And Highland National was always a good golf course, but it's so good.
It's phenomenal.
They modernized it.
It's great.
That's what they had to do. They needed to modernize it because that was at the time they decided to do that.
Was it Gil Miller?
Yes, that's exactly who it is. Yeah, Miller and Associates. It's exactly who it is. So they he also did I'm so bad with it.
I don't know.
Willinger's down in North.
Oh, there you go.
So, no, it was Garrett Gill. Yeah, Gil Miller, because Miller was his partner. So it was Garrett Gill, and then
Miller.
Was it John Miller? Maybe it was Glenn Miller. He was also played in an orchestra.
Yep.
He's a wonderful
big band
conductor, big band guy. Same
I
guy.
always loved that.
Nobody would have that kind of dual career like that. But what they did was they knew that, there was all these brand new golf courses with all the white sand being built in the Twin Cities. So they knew they needed to do something. They did a great job. The Snoopy bunker might be the highlight.
Standing up there on the 15th tee along Highland Parkway.
Yeah.
You can look to your left. That's where every Cretin-Durham Hall Raider hockey player gets their first speeding ticket right there. Because
really?
They do. Because the police sit in the church parking lot and they nail them as they're coming up the hill on their way to hockey practice after school.
Yeah.
It's a great golf course. And for a municipal course that gets the kind of traffic they get, located in the heart of a city, it's really cool. Cool clubhouse, great people.
And think about this. You're starter guy.
I'm the starter. I sit there and I greet people.
Yeah.
Keep the putter in the cart, walk over to the green.
Let's play soon.
We should do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
That would be great.
Play. Thanks for hanging around and helping us out with the we call it the victory formation segment.
Victory formation. You took a knee already on Friday?
Well, we had another winning week.
Yeah.
Tenby put together a terrific dual montage for the Wild and the Wolves. It's pretty special. Tenby, you ready?
Let's do it.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include a lot more people than ourselves. Loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, we help plan your financial picture with the bigger picture in mind. Because even though our business is helping guide your finances, our ambition is to make it mean so much more. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
You know, some people say that Odoo business management software is like fertilizer, the way it promotes growth and all. But other people say Odoo is like a magic beanstalk because it grows with your company and is also magically affordable. And there's some people who would even say Odoo's individual software programs come together to build the perfect suite like building blocks. Well, Odoo is all of these things. Fertilizer, magic beanstalk, building blocks for business. So sign up now at odoo.com, ODOO.com.
Time is precious, and so are our pets. So time with our pets is extra precious. That's why we started Dutch. Dutch provides 24/7 access to licensed vets with unlimited virtual visits and follow-ups for up to 5 pets. You can message a vet at any time and schedule a video visit the same day. Our vets can even prescribe medication for many ailments, and shipping is always free. With Dutch, you'll get more time with your pets and year-round peace of mind when it comes to their vet care.